There is a new best in slot weapon in Helldivers 2. I wanted to make this video because in the last video I uploaded, the comments down below mentioned that this weapon is OP and I did not give this a fair shot. And let me tell you now, this weapon exceeded all my expectations, and this is by far the best primary weapon to bring in Helldivers 2 right now. Well, at least against the terminids. If you guys are new here, subscribe. I try and post about a couple times a week, and it's mainly Helldivers 2 content, but I will have more games in the near future to come. Now, when I first tried the incendiary shotgun, I tried it mainly against the automaton, and I was not blown away by it, and that was part of the reason why I didn't really mention it too much in the patch 1.2, because I thought it definitely helped it out, but didn't seem like a significant change against the automaton at least. The incendiary shotgun got a buff in the patch 1.2, and it got a buff where the damage per bullet increased from 15 to 20, but probably the more significant change was that fire damage per tick increased by 50%. Now, this is not just for the breaker incendiary, this is for all sources that have any type of incendiary damage to them, including you. If you get caught on fire or anything like that, you will also be seeing more damage to your Helldiver. Even with the buff that the breaker incendiary got, it's still not super effective against enemies like your chargers, your bile titans, or even your spewers. I would still rather use something like a plasma scorcher to take care of those, but where it really shines is going to be your crowd control. Especially on the higher difficulties, you find yourself a lot against terminids getting swarmed, and a lot of the other primaries have a pretty tough time at handling a lot of enemies at once, because generally you'll use a stratagem to help clear out a horde, but with the breaker incendiary it was pretty clear that it can handle 20-30 of those enemies without a problem. Now, the reason why the breaker incendiary is going to be better against terminids than automaton is because automaton tend to have just better protection. You're going to face more shielded opponents. It's going to be tougher to get to their weak spot, but they also shoot at you, where terminids, everything's going to be close range combat, which makes a big difference because you're using a shotgun. It doesn't have unlimited range, so it's going to be highly effective in those close range combat situations. Now, of course, there are going to be some situations where the terminids can damage you from afar, but I would say 90-95% of the time you are going to be fighting them from a close range. Versus with the automaton, sometimes it seems like you're still getting shot from a mile away, where close range combat is still prevalent, but definitely not as much as the terminids. Now, you can see from a lot of these clips, the breaker incendiary definitely handles those smaller opponents rather quickly by killing them just from shooting. But from some of these clips that I'm going to show as well too, you can see that I'm continuing to kill enemies while I'm not even firing, because of that tick damage from the fire. Like you can see here, the last kill I got just from shooting was 11. Then it jumps all the way up to 19 because of that fire damage. Now, the breaker incendiary is so good that when I hear a bug breach pop up, I actually start running towards it, because I know this can take them out very quickly and help clear out the area. But also, since the bug breach just happened, they're all going to be clustered together, which makes it easier for me just to take them all out with that fire tick damage. You can find yourself racking up pretty good kill combos if you're sitting in front of one of these bug breaches, because like I said, they're all going to be swarmed up together, and you can just spray this, and anything between your bullet damage to the tick damage will kill them. Now, you may be curious if you're going to be getting caught on fire a lot with this weapon, like you may with the flamethrower, where you feel like you're getting caught on fire just every time you use it. But I have found that I rarely get caught on fire with this, or I don't think I've actually been caught on fire with it at all. But you have to be careful, because you can light your team on fire, like this clip here where I actually just shot one bullet and he got caught on fire, and the tick damage is greatly increased, so it will kill them rather quickly, and your teammate won't be too happy like my teammate was here.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
There is no doubt in my mind that the Breaker Incendiary is the #1 gun that you have to bring while facing the terminids if you want to be the most effective that you can. But like I mentioned earlier, it's still not that great against your larger opponents, like your Chargers, Bile Titans, and it's okay against the Spewers, but nothing great. So on that, I would definitely try and take a support weapon like your Quasar to help deal with like your Chargers and your Bile Titans. It will definitely help you mitigate any type of issues you're going to have when you're getting chased down by a Charger or a Bile Titan. You'll be able to cover everything between the crowds with the Breaker Incendiary. Then if you do need to take down a Charger or a Bile Titan, you're able to do so with the Quasar. Of course, there are going to be some cons with this weapon, mainly the ammo capacity. You tend to be running out of ammo a lot, but it's also mainly because you're just shooting a lot and killing a lot of enemies. So if you are able to just watch your ammo, like a lot of the other primaries where you have to watch your ammo and make sure you're not running out, you're going to be completely fine with this weapon. Well, that is all I wanted to share with you guys today, so if you did enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below if you've tried the Breaker Incendiary yet, and tell me what your thoughts are and how you've seen this weapon to do against the terminids. With all that being said, guys, we will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.